What's going on, Fishful Thinkers? We are back again. We are going to make a different kind of video today. Yes, we are going to be going over everything that I bring on the water with me. And I have all my game plan, where I'm going and all that. These are the rods that I bring with me, and this is the setups that I have just to show you guys how I do it. Now there's plenty of other ways to do it, but this is the setup that I like to have with me at all times on the water. Here we go. But before we get into that, I have an awesome giveaway coming up. At 500 subscribers, I will be giving away a couple of things, and they are some pretty cool stuff. The first thing that's going to be given away is this Toadfish koozie, the slim can koozie. It's got the little mount on it. It can mount to literally almost anywhere on the boat. It is a freaking awesome koozie to have. It works for any kind of can, any kind of slim can. No drinking and driving, guys. No drinking and boating. But all your passengers can have it. It's a cool thing. Toadfish is a local company here in Charleston, and they help out a lot by keeping the waters clean, and everything you buy goes towards keeping the waters clean around here. So I really support the company. I'm not sponsored by them whatsoever. I just like their stuff. Second thing we're going to be giving away is, I don't know if you guys are ready, a Toadfish rod. Now this is a 6'8" medium fast rod, and it is beautiful, guys. I mean, this rod is freaking sweet. My wife has one. This one's brand new. It's gonna be one of you guys's, and all you have to do is just subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share my videos to Facebook groups and all this other stuff. I'm trying to build Fishful Thinking, guys, and I need your help. So this rod and this koozie could be anybody's for free. 2 people are winning now. 2 people are gonna win. So all you gotta do is just subscribe, hit the notification bell, share my channel with Facebook groups, and help get Fishful Thinking out there, guys. All right, guys, the first setup that I like to use is no secret at all. If you know anything about my channel, is the good old popping cork. Now I use a Paradise popping cork. I mean, I've used the same popping cork for a while now. And that's why I love the Paradise poppers, because they last forever. It makes a lot of noise. Hold on, let me... It's kind of in the box, so it makes more noise. But they make a lot of rattle. And you know, with the popping cork, I usually have about an 18 to 24 foot leader line here. I use 15-pound leader, and I use 15-pound braid on all of my rods. 15 leader, 15 braid. And either if you have live bait or artificial, what I have rigged up here is just a Slam Shady color shrimp from Salt Strong and a 1/4 ounce eye strike jig head. Whether you're fishing live bait or whether you're fishing artificial, a popping cork is a great way to cover a lot of water. So what the popping cork does is it suspends the bait. Now if it's live bait, obviously you just kind of let it do its thing. You can give it a few pops just to grab some attention. But if you have an artificial on there like so, it will suspend, and then as you pop it, it'll kind of just pop through the water. So, and trout are designed to feed upward by the bottom hinge jaw. So with what the popping cork does is it makes a lot of racket at the top of the water, and the fish are gonna be curious, and so trout a lot will come over and they will nail these things. Whether you have artificial or live bait, I'll caught a ton of redfish, as you can tell on live bait on a popping cork. You just gotta find the right areas. And how I like to find the right areas is going and scouting at low tide. So at low tide, you can basically just see everything. You can see all the oyster beds, you can see where the structure is and where the fish are gonna be hanging out. So when the tide does come back in, you can just take your popping cork, you can float your bait right over it, right over whatever oyster beds or whatever it was that you saw, float it over top of it. If there's fish there, they will bite it. What I have my popping cork rigged up on here is a 7/6 ugly stick. Now, ugly stick, you know, every fisherman knows about an ugly stick. You know about the old joke like, oh, your mom must have hit you with an ugly stick, you know, and all that kind of stuff. This is, I mean, it's just my favorite rod. I mean, it's not pricey, it's a great deal. This is the Inshore Select series, and the difference is, the reason why I keep a popping cork on it is because it's not as sensitive as the TFO or as the Shimano's or any other rod like that. And so it's a very sturdy rod. As you know, you're supposed to be able to take these ugly sticks and bend them all the way around, and they're not supposed to break. This rod, I don't have to feel sensitivity when I have a popping cork on it. So this is the best rod for a popping cork situation. It's inexpensive. It's a very good rod, very sturdy, and I love it. All right, y'all. The second setup I have is always going to be some sort of soft plastic swim bait. Now what I have here tied up is just a Slam Shady rigged up on a Texas side jig head, and What I love about this jig head right here is it allows for a lot of action of this slam shady, or of any paddle tail really. My preferred is just a slam shady. I'm a big salt strong guy. I love everything that they have going on, so they have a lot of good stuff. And the rod that I have it paired up with is a Shimano Terramar. What I like about that is just the sensitivity of the rod. The Shimano is awesome. If you don't have one, go get one. It's a great rod. You can feel a lot. With the longer rods, you can cast further. And what I like about a swim bait now is you can just swim this thing, you know, kind of along the bottom and just let the bait itself do the work and create a little bit of vibration in the water. And that will attract the fish. You can also take this and kind of just bounce it off the bottom. So how this is gonna sit, if you have it on the bottom, it's gonna sit downward like that, and this tail is just gonna be kind of working itself with the current. So when you just pop it along the bottom, that will always get you strikes if the fish are there. And my third and final rod that I like to keep with me at all times is always going to be some sort of bottom rig. Now this is just a little knocker rig that I just have rigged up just for the showing of this video, but a lot of people use a Carolina rig, which is normally what I use if I'm going to throw on the bottom. Sometimes I'll just take a little jig head, a heavier jig head, put my bait on it. And if you go back a few videos of mine, you'll see that I attempted to catch some sheep's head on a drop shot rig, which worked pretty good. I did catch a red. I have caught fish off drop shot rigs before. And this is just one of those things. This is kind of what I resort to last if I'm having a real bad day out there, soaking bait. And this is fun for the lazy fishermen. So any kind of like bottom rig. If you are one of the lazy fishermen and you just like to throw it out and soak bait on the bottom, let it sit, this is very effective for that. You just sit back, you know, drink some beer if you're not driving, and wait to get a bite. And it's you know, some people love that, and that's a fun way to fish for people. Not my style. I like to move around a lot, but some people like to sit and wait, and nothing wrong with that. This is a very effective style. So what I do like about the knocker rig, if you are fishing with live bait, let's say a pinfish or anything like that, you just hook that pinfish right on there, and then when he gets to the bottom, this way it's going to sit, and he'll be able to come out and kind of swim around. As this weight shoots up the line, the fish is going to be freely swimming around right here on the bottom, and most of the time that will get picked up. Now I do have this rigged up on a TFO Professional 7'6" medium extra fast rod. Good universal rod for everything, whether it be, you know, soaking bait on the bottom or throwing your artificials or even using a popping cork. The TFO is an awesome rod. It's probably my favorite rod that I have, and I love it. It gets the job done in every situation possible. And I'm sure everybody has their own way and what they bring and everything, but I just want to show you guys what I do, just in case if you don't know, or if you want to try my method out or anything like that. I know there's a lot of good anglers around the Charleston area. They have their own way of doing things, but I just want to make a video showing you guys how I do it and how I like to catch my fish and what my setup and what I prepare for. And once again, guys, don't forget about the free giveaway. I mean, this is free stuff. This is a free koozie and a free Toadfish rod. And all you gotta do is subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share my video out. Share Fishful Thinking out. You will be entered to win free stuff. I mean, who doesn't like free stuff? All you gotta do is just hit subscribe. So hit subscribe, share my page, and you'll be entered to win it. And if there's any questions, concerns, or you wanna reach out to me, my Facebook and Instagram is linked below. Just scroll down, click on them, find me, shoot me a message. I'll get back to you as soon as I can. If you want me to go over anything that you want to know, hit me up in the comments below and let me know. All right, you guys, that's it. Now you see what I have with me as far as rod and reels go every time I go out. This is no exception. This is every single time I go out. I have the same exact setups ready to go. Bottom, artificial, popping cork. It covers all ground. You can cover a ton of water. You'll catch fish and you'll have a great time. Thank you guys for watching. Remember, like, subscribe, do all the fun stuff. Let's get this thing rolling, man. Let's go. Let's get it rolling. And until next time, guys, peace.